Welcome, everybody. I am Jason with Omega Collects here with the final installment of Road to a Key, Episode 5. I'm going to talk to you about the books that I acquired so far in 2023. It's been an excellent journey. It's treated me very, very well. I have some amazing books here that I'm going to show you that I was able to pick up, and we'll talk more about that in a little bit detail. But again, we finally made it. We are here, a successful journey, and I'm very happy about. I'm going to call it the mini PC that I was able to create, and something I'm going to hold personally for I see the long term, not the 2-year term. I can see holding these books for the long term. So let's jump right in, get started. I'm going to show you the books that I got. I'm very pumped, and leave any comments in the comment section that you have. Feel free. I'll get back to you. I read them all, but let's get the ball rolling. So first up, one book I was able to acquire was Strange Academy, #1. This is the 1 in 50 variant. This was a book that I wanted to have in the PC for the kids at a later date, so they will thank me later. Hopefully this book is going to take off, but this was one that I was after for the kids and was able to acquire. So this one's going to be in the PC for a while. Let's see what other goodies we got. This one I'm going to show you is an excellent Rush Heath cover. This is one of my first war comics, Combat 1. This is Atlas in their Billy-Wick of books. This is rated #1 in the comic book Overstreet Price Guide, but it's a 4.0. I love the cover. Great colors that pop out, but this is a major key that I wanted to have in the PC. Again, my first war comic cover book, and I absolutely love it. So let me know what you think about this book as well. But this was one that I was able to acquire, and this should be in the PC for a while as well. Combat 1. All right. Next up, now we get into some real good stuff. This, sometimes when you can't have the we call gorilla book, you get the next best thing to it. So what I'm showing you now is going to be a page. I actually bought pages as part of this Road to a Key. So we're looking at Batman #1, page 8, 1940. This is an iconic page, as you can see, in great condition. You see the Joker at the bottom. But I'm very pleased to have this in the PC. And this is going to be with me for a very long time until I actually acquire Batman 1. And even then, I'll probably still keep this in the PC. But again, page 8, Batman 1, 1940. Excellent. Okay. Let's see. Now, this book, I was shocked to get. Hunted it down. I got it in a great investment grade because I am an investor. I'm a collector at heart, but I'm also an investor. And I'm keeping it real to myself that I am an investor. So this book, I think you guys will love it. It is Batman 227, and it's a homage to Detective Comics 31. So this is a great book. I actually really like this book very much, and you can see you got a 9.4, and I keep looking at it, but this is one that's definitely going to be in the PC for a long time. It's very hard to find this book in that optimal grade of a 9.4 or a little bit higher. But again, this is something where I stuck to my plan and was able to grab this book at a very reasonable cost. Batman 227. All right. What else do we have in here? This one is another page. I couldn't believe it when I found it, but again, when you can't have one of the top tier gorilla books, you get the next best thing. Probably a page from one of those books. It's not a bad option to go that route. So we're looking at here, Superman 1, page 5, 1939. This is an excellent page to have. You can see Superman in the page, and on the back we got Clark Kent. A little bit of action going on, a little bit of domestic violence here at the bottom that Superman rushes in and takes care of and saves the damsel in distress. We don't agree with domestic violence, so it's good to see that Superman was on the case. One thing I did notice about this, some of these panels are from actually Action Comics #1. So I'll leave you to figure that one out and do the hunt, probably pull your facsimile out and see. But some of these panels are in Action Comics #1. But this will be in the PC for a very long time. Very, very long time. Next up is another book that I'm very pleased to have. It's going to be the actual first splash page of Superman. So we're looking at Superman #6, 1940. Excellent condition. Now, when I got this book, the seller told me this book has not been pressed or dry cleaned, but I'm kind of reluctant at this point to actually crack it, get it clean, and send it off to CGC. I'm kind of skeptical of some of the practices that CGC has now. So I'm going to kind of wait it out, keep it as is. It's a beautiful book, but again, Road to a Key. These are the books that I'm actually showing you that I was able to acquire in a 3-month time frame. All right, Superman 6. Okay. Also, these Superman books I bought them, and Batman for historical reasons too. So I factor that in when I actually bought these books. And the last one that I'm going to show, I'm very shocked I was able to get it raw. I was kind of hesitant to buy a Golden Age book raw because you don't know if there's going to be color restoration or any type of restoration for that matter. So you're actually taking a gamble when you buy books like that. And I took the gamble, bought it from a reputable dealer, and this book came out white pages and actually had a higher grade than what I thought and what the seller thought. Superman 53, The Origin of Superman, 6.5 white pages. Now, this book is rare. All the books I've been showing you are rare, but this book is even rarer now that it came back as a white page 6.5. So this puts this in a different type of sphere when you look at scarcity and where you can find a white page 6.5 Origin of Superman book. That's relatively very hard to find. So this is kind of like the cream of they're all cream of the crops of what I found. But again, this is something I found. Road to a Key. So what have we learned? We learned that, you can get the books that you want. I never thought that I would have these type of books in my PC, and how I got them. And you guys can watch the previous episodes, but I made sacrifices. I gave up books that I really had no emotional attachment to. I was willing to open up the wallet and say, okay, I want to get bigger books. I want to get better books. I want to have a PC that I love and a PC that'll love me back at the end. And what I mean by love me back is, let's say 10, 15, 20 years from now, I want to sell some of these books for some cash. They're liquid assets. And so I will get the money back. These books are guaranteed to rise in value. You get your return on investment. And so, again, these are books that are going to love me back in the end. And so fill your PC with books that you like. You don't have to follow me. You don't have to follow anybody that you see. Just if you like a certain character, if you like a certain book, start there. Grab the keys from that book. Open up your wallet. Buy the higher grade. It doesn't necessarily have to be a 9.8. Buy the right investment grade for you. For me, for example, the Batman 227. The right investment grade was a 9.4 that I know will show a good return on investment over time. But the key to Road to a Key is having that comic book plan in place. Without the comic book plan, I wouldn't have had these books. I would have been fumbling about what to buy, not knowing what direction to go, not knowing what I had on hand, and not knowing what to liquidate in terms of getting what I actually wanted and would make me happy. So I'm doing a series on how to create a comic book plan. It's broken out into segments. We talk about, determining if you're an investor or a collector. We talk about how to create a budget, what's coming up next. We talk about a lot of things to help you earmark monies and books to sell to get what you actually want. So again, that comic book investment plan continues to help me make the right decisions on what books I want. It keeps me focused. It keeps the money in the pot. It tells me what books that, hey, what are you willing to give up to get what you want. I gave up some key books that I know the community would say, "Are you crazy? Why did you give those books up?" But look what I got in return. I have a great PC, and you can actually, I'm gonna pull them up. You can actually call this a PC. This is a personal collection that I will enjoy, and anybody else, I'll enjoy showing it to them and get enjoyment from them liking the books that I chose to buy. But the road to a key does work. It's a true thing. The key to it is you have to have that comic book investment plan. You have to know what you're after. You have to know the monies that you have to work with. You have to know how to raw grade. You have to know what to send to CGC or CBCS or PGX and what not to. There are a lot of factors that come into play. Me, through this recent process, I've learned that maybe I'm going to back off from grading some books and just grade the true key golden age books to preserve the history, to preserve what I like. I may lean more towards keeping things raw graded, sticking it in a Mylar, a full backing board, and just enjoy it that way. But as for right now, I think I'm going to back off on sending books to CGC for my personal reasons right now. But again, I wanted to show you at the beginning of the year that road to a key will get you those books that you want. You just have to have persistence. You have to have patience. And you have to have that plan. With that combination, you're able to get anything. Anything is possible. Nothing is out of reach. Don't say that this book is out of reach. I can't afford $1,000 book when you're probably spending on variants $200 a month at your local LCS. Bank that money away. Save it. Plan to buy a big key at the end of the year. You'll be surprised how much you'll have on hand. And books you may pick up along the way that you can flip. So with that being said, I want to thank everyone for tuning in to this journey. It was very successful. Put in the comment section what books you were able to acquire during this journey. I'd love to hear what you were able to buy so far in 2023. Be on the lookout and tune into how to create a comic book investment plan. I do have videos coming up and more videos coming out. There's going to be more content coming. But again, I just wanted to show you, the community, that it does work. Road to a key is true. And I want to thank you for tuning in.